Hello, hello. This is Pat with Petresca Papers. I am out in the Bluebird Bungalow and I have something new and fun to introduce to you today. It is the last day of February 2023 and boy, February went like crazy. At least here in the Bluebird Bungalow. And March proves to be every bit as quick. I have a new digital kit that I would like to introduce to you today. And it's a bit different than my little home sweet home houses have been. And I'll tell you how this came about as we go forward, but let me show you what's in the kit first. So it will be a booklet, or it can be, it can be anything you want. And over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to explore a couple of fun ways to utilize the kit, the papers that are in it, and the signature papers. But so right now, it's going to be a booklet about this shape. I'm trying to decide if I want to cut that lower, but I think I'm going to keep it. But we'll go forward and we're going to make one so you can kind of get your ideas or your input into it. So the kit is different in the fact that I'm not giving you all this stuff to fussy cut. As I was putting it together and assembling the roof and the windows and everything to make sure it all fit, it just looked so cute. And I'm like, I don't think they need to have to cut it all out. So you do have some choices though, because that's why I originally did all the little windows and doors that you could choose. But these will all be the thatched roof cottage. Actually, it's called the Jonquil Cottage. And very springy. And we've got one with roses and a yellow door with ivy and a green door and with clematis and a purple door. And the windows are a bit different on that one. Okay, and I backed it with 3 of the different papers that are in the kit. And in the kit, you will receive, there are 7 sheets of print. So there's 2 periwinkle, 2 yellow, I'm going to call that Jonquil yellow, and 2 spring green, and then a plaid that combines all those colors. Okay, and these I have printed on cardstock, right? And then for your signatures, I've done a yellow notebook stripe and that was supposed to have been printed stripe. Oh well. It's notebook stripe and more of a solid. And the same with the periwinkle and the same with the spring green. So you've got six signature pages, 7 print, and 3 choices of house. So you've got 16 very usable papers. And then in my Petresca Papers Facebook group, each month I do at least 1 or more freebies. This month for the journal prompts that I started back in January. Here's your journal prompts. You've got a collage sheet. There is also another kind of a basic solid yellow. You will be able to get it's a overlay, or I'm not sure what you want to call it. It's the calendar, and then you print the calendar on whatever sheet you want. So the calendar will be on a white sheet of paper with all the numbers and everything, and then you will print your paper that you want first, and then you'll run it back through putting the calendar on it. And I'll show you how we're going to use those as we put the signature together. But let's get started. So I am going to use one of my, let's see, is this the one that's similar? Yes. So this one right here. And I am not cutting or trimming, and you can if you want, but I've decided that it makes for a stronger booklet if I don't. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to score at 1/4 inch on both sides. Why did I do that? That's weird. I usually go in there, but we'll come over here since I'm already going this way. All right. And then I'm going to score at 1/2 inch. Is it 1/2 inch? Is that what I did? Yeah, 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch there. And 1/2 inch there. Okay. Now I am going to fold all of these, and then I'm going to do the little angle trick so that everything will lay flatter. And I need to do my center, my 5 1/2. I'll show you a little trick that I'm doing with that. And you can do your measuring and folding. You don't need a score board, but it sure makes things easier. Let's do it this way so we can see. So we're going at 5 1/2, right down there. And then I'm going 1 notch, which is 1/8 of an inch to the right of my 5 1/2 and 1/8 of an inch to the left, giving this 3 scores so that when I fold, it's going to have some give, okay? So it's not just one flat fold, okay? I get all those. Sometimes it's hard to see them, so I'm just kind of coaxing them to fold where I want. There, that's better. Right along there. Okay, now I'm going to cut at an angle there and there. I'm going to cut, actually, I'm going to cut out, I think I'm going to take that out. Yes, I have to. Let's cut that out. Yeah, easier said than done. Okay, there we go. And this corner, and this corner, back up here, into those end 3, and trim that off. And this corner. And I am going to use moist glue. I'm going to use my art glitter glue, and I'm going to run a bead down here. That's an awfully lot. It's a huge bead of glue, awfully lot. And I'm going to use this bone folder to get a nice adhering on there. Jump over here, do the same, and try to not squeeze as hard. Okay. This down here. So I hope everyone's good. February, I was just kind of down in the, I don't know, under the weather. I did a few videos, but I know that it seems like February was a little slower with a lot of the YouTube channels. There's one YouTuber that I need to check on. I haven't seen anything from her, and she's usually very regular to get out and post something. I think I did at least one a week, and did have a few new kits. The cute suitcase, I hope you've seen that. If you haven't, check in on my channel, the cute vintage suitcase. Perfect for travels this coming summer. It's nice that we're somewhat back to normal after all the COVID shut everything down. Okay, so that's as easy as it is. So your cover is done. Cute. I don't know. I think I'm keeping that. I like this. I like the size of it, which is, what size is it? Well, we know that it's at least 5. So it's really about 5 inches because we made that bit of a spine there. And then height is 7 1/4. Okay. All right. Let's put together our signatures. All right. And let me grab those papers. And I am going to need to trim them. So let me grab my other scoreboard. You're like, oh, come on, you've got more than one. I think I'm going to try to cut 2 at a time. Let's see how many pieces of paper I can ruin. And everything out of my shed is just a little, it's like damp. Yeah, you're not gonna work for me, are you? All right. Let's see if we can do this. Okay. And hopefully I'm getting all the white. Sometimes I think I am and I'm not. Okay. There's 2. Don't think I can do 3, but let's try. Or is that 3 or is that 2? Let's try and see if we can do 3 at a time. This trimmer I got on Amazon. It's by We Are Memory Keepers. And The trimmer is great. I like having, especially if I'm going to go to a crop or something, it's nice to, and this folds in half for easy travel and storage. I think they still have them. If I can check and see if there's a link I can put, I will do that. I know there is a knockoff brand that my friend Tracy purchased and didn't like it and sent it back. It just didn't work terribly well for her. So it could be a good thing, but I would stick with the We Are memory keepers. It just seems to be very sturdy and works well. Something just fell on the floor. Whoa! Got to remember, got to start in the middle. Did I get it? Yep. Okay. These are my last ones. Then we can move on. Okay. And this last side here. So this kit is going to just give you a nice rest. If you've bought all the other little Home Sweet Home kits and had to do all that fussy cutting, you'll just be whipping right along. Okay, so here are my signatures, and I'm also going to utilize these freebies. I'm not done yet cutting. All right, let's do a little extra cutting on this calendar. So I'm going to go right in to that first line there and there. There. And I like it that I've got this line and that line to line it up. I've got another trimmer that just, I never can figure out where I'm supposed to be looking. And then down here. Okay. All right. There's that. And quickly, let's get started in the middle. And this little blade is just sharp as heck. It's like getting a bee sting. And it seems I haven't had any trouble finding the replacement blades either. All right. Now, I am sorry I didn't have all these trimmed, but I just got out here to get to work in the Bluebird Bungalow. It is evening, actually. Actually, it's quite late. Let's call it that. Okay, this is going to be in the middle of the book. Let's see. Are you going to stick out? Or are you going to fit? Fits pretty good. Great. Oh, top and bottom too. Oh, makes me even happier. All right, now I want some side pockets. So I am going to fold, let's see. Well, we know this is what we know. We know this is the size. Okay. So if we fold this in half, you're pretty good. aren't you? Maybe a little longer, but I'm okay if we get some sticking out. So I'm just going to fold everybody in half and then figure out the bottom folds. Now, I meant to do this as a double-sided journal or a lined paper and got sidetracked and ended up putting the solid on the back. But there will be places to write, which is good. Okay. And I think this, ooh, that shouldn't be right there. Actually, I think I am not going to put the calendar into the center. I think I'll fold it and put it in a pocket. All right. So this is our center. And so I'm going to have yellow showing. So I'm going to go yellow, purple, and then green, and yellow, purple, green, and this in the center. Okay, so there's my signature. Let's see how much I'm going to stick out. They do stick out quite a bit, don't they? Now if we cut off that, I think I'm going to flip it that way. I'm going to cut. I am going to do some trimming. So I have my cutting board, and I'm giving this a really good crease. And I'm going to use this as my guide. Is this the side I want to cut off? Yes. All right. So I am not going to try to fold anything up. I'm just going to trim it out to the size that it should be. And I think I'm going to use a pencil to give me some guidelines. All right. And I have a fairly new blade in my craft knife. And this is where you are just going to work slowly to even up all these pages. You're really only cutting through maybe one or two at a time. You're not going to push it hard. You want to keep good control of this knife all the time so that it doesn't jump up off of your ruler edge. Is that it? Just one or two more. I remember the first time I saw somebody do this on YouTube, I'm like, oh, that's scary. But you do, if you've got a metal ruler, you do feel like you've got a good amount of control. Right along there. Let's straighten it out so that I'm using the line on my mat also. Okay, here we go again. slowly and carefully. When you have a wider strip to cut off, it seems easier. Your knife doesn't fight it quite so much. Okay, ooh, those are cute. I don't know. I can use those for something. All right. There it is. Nice. All right. Now I'm going to turn this one back around like that. And I am going to just eyeball it. Okay. Going to get my awl. I'm going to do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch, which is the most common one that we use, seems like. Come down, I'm coming down about an inch. And an inch on this side. Okay. Then I'm going to put it up next to, man, I can't hardly, you probably can't either, see those lines. So I'm going to just distress a little here. And evening it up, top and bottom. I'm just going to make a little mark where I need to add my holes on the cover. And this is a piece of some packing styrofoam. It's kind of nice. I just use that to poke in and poke in. Okay. And then I've got, ooh, I was just thinking, wonder if I've got a cute should have some cute baker's twine, kind of Eastery, but or springy. Okay, got my needle. Let's get this sewn. Let's see, probably plenty. I think I'm going to come from the outside. Okay. Into the center. And then I'll leave a tail. Oh, come on. There we go. Down in the bottom or the top, it doesn't matter. Down in. All the way up in that hole. That one. Oh, come on. There we go. And then back out through there, making sure that my threads, that my twine is straddling that center one. And I'm going to pull both directions and then do a square knot, left over right and right over left. Trim. And we have, basically, we've got a finished booklet. Now I am going to put pockets in the front, and that's where I will keep my calendar. And then again, all of the prompts are inside, and the idea of the prompts is to pick a word each day and just write your thoughts about it. It may or may not tie into anything you're experiencing that particular day, but a fun way to get you to journal. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate you, all of my subscribers, and those of you who comment. It really means a lot to me to have you comment. If you are not a subscriber, subscribe. There's no cost, and hopefully I can give you some ideas so that you want to get out there and create. I will put the link to Petresca Papers Facebook group, and you can go grab your freebies for March. I will also link where the kit is available in my Etsy shop, along with a lot of other fun kits. And if I've mentioned anything in the video, I'll try to put links below to different products. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. Have a good day and a good start to March. Take care. Bye-bye.